100-yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team, now they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets, the coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
It is loud and it is wet here, Coach, as we welcome you inside CenturyLink Field on a patented rainy afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Okay, 35. Right there in the middle, 55. Here we go. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come.
Murray now on first down. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella.
Let's go.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
You're all mine, baby.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Let's go now. Mike. Ed Reed. Mike's 5-4. I'm coming. Right there. Right there.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Touch 50, touch 50.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
58, right over there, right over there. Bravo.
Check tight end, check tight. Check tight.
Hey. One fluff. Hey, 58 is the mic. Look, slow. 58's the mic.
Hey, watch the slant.
58's the mic. 58. 58's the mic.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there.
He's not going to get me.
A give the first man through Gillespie of the fullback. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
You ain't got nothing. Mike 55. On the ball. Mike 55.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. This one caught by Isabella. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Hey, check.
On first down, it's Hines. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Devontae Adams, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
This is Carson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From the 41, Wilson. That's complete to Jake Butt. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Here I come. Alert. Fair. Fresno.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Hey, right on cue, they set up the screen and complete it. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. There he goes right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's Murray. Gets this one to Joshua Perkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
Right there in the middle, 55. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Hines, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. On second down, here's Murray. And an alley to run. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Tackles.
Here's Murray from midfield. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Here we go. 55. 50 out low. Eat. Army. Kill. Check three.
Following the fumble recovery, Murray, and that's complete to Adams. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Murray now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now again, right side. It's Hines, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's get that ball right here. Right there.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 5 now. Wilson.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want to.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Come on, boy. Hustle. Gotta be ready. Don't be scared of it.
From the shotgun, Wilson.
Just like that.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw again on second down. Murray, Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
3rd and 14.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Returnable for Lockett. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 34-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Now Wilson on first down. He lets it fly for Lockett, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Third and long, it's Wilson. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson flush to his right. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Bilal Nichols gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58's the mic.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Carson.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They run again with Carson. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
That's it, baby.
It's
That's
a gain
it.
of 4.
That's it.
Makes
Big
it
hit.
3rd and 2.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. James has it. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Come on, baby.
First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Zoom, zoom. 58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic. I'm coming. 58's the mic.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
That's an excellent run right there on 2nd and long. Didn't get back all of it, but a huge chunk. Now they're in 3rd and manageable and back on schedule and trying to pick up a first down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They run it with Carson, and he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Check. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Down to lose one.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
380. 18. Here we go. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I got you.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
First down, Murray. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They run with Hines. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Hines. About 3 yards there to the 27. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Things just got interesting. They try for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
I got you. 58's the mic.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. From midfield now on second down. Wilson. The 20. Tyler Lockett. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
That's it, baby.
Tyler Lockett. His 9th touchdown of the season. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. And he is not going to reach the goal line. A courageous call to try for 2, but they will remain down by a point. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Kane, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
On the double. Mike 55. I'm here all day.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Arizona. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Seahawks will take over at their own 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check safety. Showing A. Check 43.
Wilson to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 56 yards.
What? 58, Mike. Coming to you, coming to you.
On second down, it's Carson. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Third down and 11.
Throwing now is Wilson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And incomplete. Results in a fourth down.
So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
That's us.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Cardinals, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sport.